I'm Margaret Ann Windsor, and I've put up a few tapes, and over the past year and a half almost, I put quite a few videos up, and on Facebook. The reason I'm doing this one, I put some up just now, short ones. Um, it's hard to explain without giving background, then I run out of the video. I'll say this, that where I'm at now is owned by Shahs and Patels. They're from India. And this is political, absolutely, totally. Uh, I'm allergic to chemicals. I have an immune disorder. And I ran in political campaigns. I wrote a book, medical malpractice book, about mind control murders and the use of mind control to modify behavior, etc. The trouble is it involved some high-ranking people like Dr. Congressman Larry McDonald of Piedmont Hospital in Atlanta, and later, that's just one. Later, the plane he was on, the KAL, was shot down by the Soviets in 83, August the 31st to 83. All aboard supposedly perished. I was flown out to Larry Flint's because I became a candidate. I'm giving this as a background to why this is being done to me, and it's so sickening. If it's ever spread before the media is ever forced to tell it. I didn't win the campaign. Buddy Darden, oddly enough, he was a DA in Cobb County where I live when Larry Flint was shot, and the person was programmed to shoot Flint and kill his attorney. I may have just said that. But my point is, Buddy Darden was the DA and Tom Sharon during this time, and they knew all about it, but he was in the campaign with me to replace Larry McDonald, and he won. Problem was he didn't it was only about 4 months or something left in that before re-election, and he didn't run again. As far as I know, Buddy Darden was a nice DA, and so was Tom Sharon. But it was the murders of Warren and Rosina Matthews, pathologist, and there was a lot involved in it. I found out in 83 about my kidnapping. I was actually kidnapped from Buckingham Palace, brought to Moulton, Alabama in 41 at age 2. And therein is the reason, not the book. That's the reason for what was done to me. I had antifreeze put in me April Fool's Day of 80. And I thought it was because of the book. And the things done to me over my life, I was given the name of a twin and put in a pigsty there, it amounted to. The twins were born out of wedlock, and the mother killed them, and the family covered it up. She would have faced the gas chamber in Alabama. When I wrote the book, looking back now, I know that she was afraid that that would bring attention if it got published and expose my kidnapping, who I am, and then her killing of the twins. So I'm going to fast forward now and try to get this on, because the harassment, it is unbelievable if it's told. And I haven't had any civil rights. Over the years since I came here, my jobs were gotten to, besides the antifreeze and the ongoing laws broken, put on the side of the road. I came to Roanoke, lived on the Appalachian Trail, and froze and starved. My jobs, I was blacklisted, targeted. I will say this real quick, that the Patels are from India. I had nothing against the people from India. My God, against anybody. If anything, I was overly caring and concerned about other people's feelings and being fair, into fair play with all that had been done to me. But anyway, Patel, that I finally got to live in, I'm using it as an example if I can get this on the tape without it going out. I paid a month in November of 95 here at Roanoke, really, out on Williamson Road. And a couple of days later, the manager, Patel, the Patels own it, and the Shahs own all this around here since they become quite wealthy. They're friends with Congressman Goodlatte, who's over the intelligence or the judicial system committee now, and some others. He knows all about this. I've been in his office. I've been in John Edwards, the Virginia senator's office. They're local here in Roanoke. And the last time, they know about my kidnapping. I was kidnapped and given the name of the twin. I think I said that. And I've been fighting for my life, living through hell. Last time I was in Goodlat's office, somebody came out behind me and got on the elevator so nobody would hear us. He said, if Congressman Goodlat helps you, he'll be out here with you, living in the Jefferson National Forest. So I'm going to say that. Now, they're friends of the people that just bought this Quality Inn, the Shahs and Patels. They've become quite wealthy. And anyway, I'm just going to use this as an example. Everywhere I've gone, it's shocking if it's ever told. Uh, I've been force-fed toxic fumes. I've been kept where my living, where I have been, my illness is used against me. I'm allergic to chemicals. If I'm exposed to them, it's like a light switch being turned on. I react, my body reacts, my immune system attacks itself. Over the years, it's destroying my kidneys, my legs, the veins. I get stiff, my kidneys. I said that, then the liver, all parts of my body. And I could go on about that. It's been going on, and it's destroyed me. Rather than taking a gun and shooting me outright, which I'm sure they would do if they could get away with that, that's a little more plain. Because I can't get an attorney. You can't go to the law. The FBI controls the state and local, and they're the ones who gave me the letter about the ongoing investigation, and I thought it was because of the book. Now that I'm back at Quality in Third Lane Road, owned by the Shaws and Patel, it was bought March the 3rd, after I'd been living here for 14 months. And they bought it, and they were going to remodel, but the fumes started really getting bad about the time they bought it, as usual. And you can't say anything about it other than they'll move your room or say they're not doing anything. They don't know what's. Of course they do. The maintenance has been gotten to by law enforcement. The people that own it, like the Patel said, we're citizens here. We have to do what the Americans tell us to do now. Well, no, they don't. They had options not to do any of this. So did all these people that became involved in thinking it was all right to assault me with chemicals and take money. In other words, to have a place to live, I'm paying to have chemicals used on me and be harassed beyond belief. So I want to get to this. I had to leave March the 3rd, and you should see this old woman. If this happened to anybody else, black or another white or Jew or Hispanic, you'd have the media down on it, and the world would be at its wit's end how cruel it is. Anyway, I moved, and I'm back here because I got tossed around again. And Carl Barton, I'm sorry to use your name, and yet I'm not. Retired Virginia State Trooper's wife said to me, this is how we run you with chemicals. And besides that, I can't get an attorney. So now that I came back here because I had choice. I had no place to live out at the other place. At least I could take a picture and show where they had the paint and the plaster and all that right next to me, behind me, and on the other side of me, and they were remodeling out there. The thing is, I can show pictures there of what they're doing, but they had it going on before that ever started, the remodeling. But I'm not allowed to say it because I can't prove it, other than my doctor could. I'm reacting to it. Anyway, I can't get an attorney, so there you go. So I came back here 2 days after, or 3 after coming here. I thought, well, the same place, Quality Inn, Choice Motels was paying for it. 20 days, and I had no place to go and hardly any money. So I came in, and Kim checks me in, and she can see I'm old and can hardly walk. Well, the electricity went out. Fumes started before the electricity went out, after the walk. Then I passed out, really. The fumes were what made me pass out. I woke up, the electricity's off. Now then, here's what they're doing. I called Kim, and she said, I know. I told her, she said, well, I'll move you, because they couldn't get anybody to, and by the way, you just come at the side and flip it on and off. So they're the ones flipping it off. If they can't get rid of me, they're told to move me. This is political. So if they can't get rid of me and kill me with chemicals, they'll say that I'm overloading the circuit. Can you believe this? Now that's what they've come up with. You have no idea how rude people have been in all this, specifically this. This is 2 black girls that's doing this,